Hi, thanks for joining me again for today's bite-sized yoga. Today we're going to be working in particular on back pain, namely sciatica, which is pain that can spread up the whole back all the way down through the leg. So we're going to be working very gently to try and release any trapped nerves that people might be feeling in that kind of area. So it's going to be very slow paced, we don't need any props, and we're going to start laying on our backs. So just laying on your back, feet slightly wider than hip distance, and just letting your knees knock in, hands resting on your lower abdomen, maybe closing your eyes and just starting to breathe deeply. Feeling your abdomen rise with your hands placed on your lower belly. In and out through your nose. One more deep breath. Exhale everything out the mouth. And one knee at a time, start to draw them in towards your body. Nice and gently, don't pull them in too tight if it doesn't feel comfortable. It's fine if they're this kind of distance away from you. Just gently bringing them into your body, rocking side to side, massaging the lower back. Keeping up with that deep breathing. No tags. Rocking side to side, maybe just doing some circles with the knees. Switching directions. Placing the feet back on the floor, hip distance apart. Bringing the right foot on top of the left thigh, just below the knee. I've got my assistant today, this is Taggy. Rocking from side to side again, just keeping up with that kind of movement, warming up through the lower back. And then when you feel ready, start to bring both legs in towards your body. You can stay here, keeping that right foot flexed. Next stage would be threading your hands through in this figure 4 position, bringing your hands to the back of the left thigh, intertwining the fingers, and just using that to pull yourself in, opening up the hip on that right side. Breathing deeply. If this feels good, you can start to bring your hands to the shin of the left leg, rocking back and forwards. Really deep hip opening stretch. And release. We're going to switch over to the other side, so placing the left foot on the right thigh. Staying here to begin with. If you feel ready, starting to pull your knees in towards your body. Staying here or threading your hands through, grabbing the back of your thigh. Angling that left knee outwards, so you're really promoting the opening through the hip and the lower back there. And finally, if it feels accessible, starting to bring your hands to the shin on the right leg, coming into a really deep hip opening stretch. And release, letting the feet come to the floor. You can knock your knees in again. Maybe a couple of windscreen wipers, knees over to one side and then the other. Going back to center again, bringing your knees up to a 90-degree angle. We're going to come into a supine twist here. So letting the knees fall over to the left. Opening your right arm out and looking over your right shoulder. Pushing your hips away from your body, so you're creating that length through the torso, keeping your eyes closed, keeping your jaw loose, rotating fully through the spine. So you've got the spiral of the legs over to the left, spine, chest, head rotating over to the right. Breathe in and out through your nose. One more deep breath. And as you exhale, coming back through to center, we're going to repeat that again on the other side, trying not to squash the puppy. Letting your legs fall over to the right. Looking over the left arm. Trying to keep that left shoulder down. If it's popping up at all, you can always pop a pillow or a block underneath there and push down into it. This is a really great one to do in bed as well. If you wake up with any kind of pain, aches, or that sciatica, pins and needles feeling, you can just do this before you get up in the morning and just try and release some of the nerves. And coming back to center, squeezing the legs in to your chest again, rocking side to side. And we're just going to rock up to a seated position. You can come up slowly, sideways, if that feels better. Otherwise, holding onto the backs of the knees and just rocking yourself upwards, coming to a seated position and turning around onto your hands and knees. We're coming to cat-cow, so we're going to start lubricating the discs all the way through the spine, letting your stomach fall to the floor, shoulders pulling together, looking upwards, expanding your chest and inhaling. As you exhale, push the floor away, round the back, tuck the hips, squeeze everything up towards the sky. Inhale, hammocking the stomach down. Exhale, pushing away. So you're getting into every crevice of the spine and the back. You can go as slow or as fast as you like here, whatever feels good in your body. And just a couple more. Then coming back to neutral, bringing your knees wide, toes coming towards each other, pushing yourself back into child's pose. Releasing everything down, letting your forehead fall to the floor. Again, you can use a pillow, a block, anything that you have to hand, or you can make a little pillow out of your hands. Just rest your forehead down. So this is a really great decompression pose. Works through the hips, lower back, even the chest and upper body. So it's a great one to add in if you do have those niggles through your back. Okay. Coming back onto your hands and knees, we're going to come back down onto our backs just for our last little piece of movement. Rolling all the way down, we're going to come into a gentle bridge pose. So bringing your feet hip distance apart, bringing them in nice and close to your glutes, hands resting on the floor. As you inhale, you're going to peel your hips up away from the floor, so you're kind of making a wave sensation through your spine. Push through your feet, turning on your glutes, rocking your shoulders underneath your back, so you're puffing your chest upwards. Making sure your knees aren't knocking outwards, you want them to be going straight forwards. That's where the energy is directed. And release, rolling down again from the top all the way to your lower back. We're going to do that one more time. You can always use a block or pillow underneath your back if you want a more supported version. That's absolutely fine. Hands pressing into the floor. Inhale, starting to peel the back off of the floor, bringing the chin to the chest, pushing through the knees, through the shoulders. You can maybe clasp your hands behind your back and just walk your shoulders underneath to give you a little bit of extra height. Breathing deeply into your stomach. And release, rolling down. Bringing your feet together, just letting your knees open out to the sides. Prop yourself up however you feel you need, however's comfortable. And we're just going to rest here. Hands on the inner thighs, on the stomach, or out to the side. Perfect. Okay, and the last thing we're going to do is we're just going to come towards a wall. We're going to use this as our final relaxation. So just bring yourself over to a wall, come to it sideways so it's easier to get into the position, and bringing your legs resting up the wall, hands by your sides. And you're just promoting some extra blood flow back towards your heart and towards your abdomen. Giving yourself that flush of energy. You can let go of the controlled breathing now, just letting the breathing come naturally. And you can stay like this for another couple of minutes, or if you're ready to have the practice come to an end, just start bringing your knees into a bent position, rolling over onto your side and coming up really slowly, letting your head come up last. And hopefully that's helped to get rid of some of your aches and pains. If you like this kind of movement, please like and subscribe. I drop a new class every Thursday and I run online weekly classes over on my website. The link is in my bio.